Hey, what's happening, everyone? It's Jimmy Bones back at it again with another video. Today, I wanted to talk about some things that, well, I think I'm pretty late to the party. But I want to talk about some things that have been floating around on the internet lately about Gemmy 2021. So, I think 2021's already becoming a big shock, and I swear on my life I'm calling it. On the fact that some years Gemmy does more toward Christmas, and some years Gemmy does more toward Halloween. And last year, I believe they put more toward Christmas, which leads me to believe that this year Halloween will probably be a little more invested in. Who knows? Now, obviously, we are already seeing some very unique things that have come out of this. The thing is that I believe Haunt Former had also talked about this. Some other people have also talked about this around the community, but I thought I would go ahead and also kind of talk about it. No, excuse me. And just kind of put my 2 cents into all of this, because honestly, I do believe that this Halloween will probably be a pretty good one. I'm trying to look at the positives, and I'm trying to see, I'm trying to sit here and, see hopefully, what else they can do. But today we're going to talk about the 3 main things that Gemmy had released. So let's get into the video here. Today we're going to be talking about 3 main things that are coming that we know so far, and I'm sure there are plenty more to come, and everyone has seen the catalog. I have not gotten the chance to look through everything, but the highlights of what is to come is what I'm going to be talking about, and that's 3 of them. We're going to be talking about Reagan from The Exorcist. We're going to be talking about Jason Voorhees. And then we're also going to be talking about the big, huge topic, and what's on everyone's mind, the little mini horror figures. That is Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers. And we'll get down to all of them. But first we're going to talk about Reagan. Now, I'm not really familiar with this character. I never really watched this movie, so I'm not going to sit here and try to say too much. But I have seen character designs in the past of this character. We'll say that in the past of this character. This character to me is definitely a cool looking one. I'm not even gonna lie. The design is actually pretty well designed, considering that it's Gemmy. Definitely compared to that Michael Myers they made in 2020 and the bride and groom and everything else, way better. I'm happy to know that they are not recycling anything. And they'll probably recycle the same crap, but I'm happy to know that this year they're actually releasing something new and different. This year I'm getting this weird feeling that it's going to be a big year for reboots for some reason. And the reason I say that is because of the other 2 that we'll be talking about. But compared to the designs of the other animatronics that they have made in the past, this Reagan actually really is not that horrible looking. Now, I do know enough about the movie that Reagan came from to know that, like everyone else, like why does she have to be a pop-up? Like, I wish they would, that's one thing about Gemmy that I wish they would stop with the simplistic type of movements and go back to their more complicated, more original movements that they used to do, because they used to be really good at making stuff like that, and all of a sudden they flip the script and like everything's just trash. But anyway, I wish they would. I think that's the only thing I really wish they would have done with Reagan, is maybe change her movement system, like made her talk, or made her just done something other than a pop-up, because I don't think we need any more pop-ups. We have so many now, and it would just be nice to see something fresh, something clean. And otherwise I'm not too upset about it. But again, it's not really my place to speak, since I'm not really familiar with this character all the way. But other than that, the design's pretty nice, I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna hate it. I'm not going to diss it and say that's the worst. I like this. it's not horrible. So, at least this Halloween's looking more bright so far compared to other, yeah, we'll say this, other Halloweens. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get off of Reagan, and I'm going to go straight over to Jason Voorhees. Now, this Jason Voorhees was teased, and I thought it was going to be released for 2020. I think everyone did, but I think Gemmy had a setback. Maybe they realized that, hey, we shouldn't do it this year. I think they decided they were going to do the Michael Myers instead. Horrible idea. But at the end of it all, we actually got something better for 2021, which is this Jason Voorhees. Now, not everyone is really hyped up about the design of this character, but to me, we haven't seen a life-size Jason since the early 2000s. I remember being a kid and seeing this Jason. The original Jason was so lifelike. It almost felt like I was looking at the real monster himself, and it was really dope. But the fact that we're even getting another Jason, to me, is just the coolest thing. And honestly, I thought the same thing with Michael, but sadly, that did not turn out the way I thought it would compared to his predecessor, and you all know what that thing looks like now. But Jason, the Jason compared to its past predecessor, it's not that bad of a design. I think other people have said that this is kind of a remake from this is a model from the remake of Jason instead of just them trying to use the original design. And actually, I do believe that there was a model of the old Jason that was similar. Now, what exactly, do I hope this thing does? Well, dang, I hope this thing doesn't just turn its head and move its machete up and down. I don't want Jason doing that. And I hope that he actually has actual noise from the movie instead of some bullcrap like the Michael Myers had. I'm hoping maybe they'll go back to doing body movements instead of just head movements, because we haven't seen a full functional body movement in a while from Gemmy, and I'm really hoping that maybe that's what he'll do. But judging by the pictures, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping this life size will not be a letdown and that it'll actually be worth something. Might have to cop it, not sure. But we'll have to see when it does come out, or when we at least get a video, because it took a while for the Michael Myers video to pop up, but hopefully we'll see something there. But otherwise, I'm really not that upset about the design. The design's a lot more close to what Jason is compared to that Michael Myers, and I really do feel like that Gemmy has a lot more in store in the future for us if they keep going down this route, because it really is bringing out the original Gemmy line of animatronics that we used to see. And I hope and just see here on my knees begging that we will see something show up soon that is kind of relatable to the original Gemmy. But I think this Jason is the very first step in the right direction. And just like the Grinch as well, a lot of people were happy about the Grinch. There were some people who, once they got it, weren't so happy about the Grinch, but that's okay. I liked both of them. I like the Grinch, and I also like this Jason. So we'll see what happens. My opinion might change, but for now, I think it's not that bad of a design. And then finally, the big, huge, fanboy kind of product that came out. Something that I myself as well used to see when I was a kid back at Kmart. And that is, I believe they're called the mini horror sets, or people call them mini Jason, mini Freddy, mini Michael. Well, back in the day, I never saw it, but according to Huntformer, there was a Chucky version. Now, I didn't see the Chucky, but back in the day, there was a Ghostface. There was a Michael Myers. It was from the Rob Zombie edition. And then there was the Freddy and the Jason. Now, the Freddy and the Jason actually have not changed, but the Michael has. And I'm sure everybody has seen the Michael, and I'll put a picture up right now. Right there. And the picture, as you can see, compared to the new Michael, I mean, considering the fact that it's a small Michael Myers, I'm not as upset. but at the same time, I am a little upset because the original Michael Myers was way better in design. Let's be honest. It looked more real. He looked more professionally made. This one just kind of looks like an action figure or a bobblehead. But the fact that we're even getting a Michael Myers, in my opinion, is nice. But something tells me we're not going to be getting the original Halloween music. He might be singing the music that this life-size sang, if he's based off that life-size. Which, okay, I guess maybe I won't cop him. But anyway, I'm going to also put 2 pictures up of the classic early 2000 versions of the Freddy and Jason and show you guys the comparisons to those. Now, as you can see, they haven't changed. But there's one thing I did notice when I was looking at this catalog of the new mini Jason and mini Freddy, is that I don't see the buttons on the shoes. Now, maybe I'm blind, but I'm pretty sure I don't see them. Now, the original models, they were in the boxes and they had a button on their shoe. And while that is great, I don't know how on earth you activate these guys, and I hope that they all have the same exact lines. I'm really hoping that they're just remaking them just to be just like the originals. Well, obviously not the Michael Myers, but I'm hoping the Jason and the Freddy will at least have the original voice lines and the original sounds that the original models had. But I still remember, going to Kmart. Kmart is like a historical shop now. That place had some of the coolest Halloween props, and Kmart was well known for their Halloween stuff. And that's where I've gotten those. That's where I know some of that Elvis stuff was sold that I've been showing on the channel recently. But they held onto these characters, and they had these characters there for us to enjoy. And I remember they said the same lines as the life sizes. They moved their head, they moved their hands up and down a little bit, and they would move their heads really viciously side to side. It was the coolest little thing ever. It was like having the miniature version of the life sizes at the time, and just knowing that they're bringing them back I'm getting them for the nostalgia reasons. I don't want them other than for the nostalgia reasons, and I've been looking to invest in getting me these guys, but I haven't been able to find them on a decent price because everyone wants literally your heart and organs for them. It wants you to sell your soul. But otherwise, that's one major thing that I do like about this year so far, is that they're bringing back a lot of nostalgic things, and that is the coolest part about this. And to see these guys coming back, I see now that they do have the potential to bring back older things that we wish we could have, and that's awesome. And again, I can't wait to see what happens in the future for Gemmy, because I feel like they are rising back up slowly but surely, but not just yet, but we're getting there, everyone. We are getting there, and I can't wait to see what else they make. But comparing the newer models to the old models, with the Jason and the Freddy, they look pretty much the same. Michael, take it or leave it. But we'll see what he does. We'll see. Well, we will see. Hopefully a new video will show up with him sometime. We probably won't be seeing anything happen anytime soon until around July, August, because that's about the time we saw everything else show up last year. But we'll see. We'll keep up to date. But anyways, guys, that is just kind of my little talk about what's happening right now for Gemmy 2021. It makes me wonder what Gemmy will do for Christmas. I really wish they would do some remakes of their older props in like a similar fashion, but like in a newer way. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this works, and who knows? Maybe Gemmy will release a whole new dancing life size. You never know. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Without any further ado, this is Gemmy Bones signing off. I hope you all enjoyed. Please subscribe and like my video. And if you want to get updates, there's always plenty more to come. Anyways, guys, I'm out.